Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Pentagon says no plan to withdraw American troops from Iraq as US and NATO suspend operations against ISIS. The Pentagon has no plans to withdraw U.S. troops from Iraq, senior defense officials said on Monday, despite a vote by the Iraq parliament over the weekend to kick foreign forces out of the country, and a decision by the U.S. and NATO to suspend operations against the Islamic State there. The non-binding vote followed the U.S. drone strike that killed Iranian general and sparked outrage in the country as hundreds of thousands of mourners took to the streets, with the Iranian government vowing to take revenge against the United States. But confusion was sparked earlier in the day by a letter circulating on social media from an American general to the Iraq Defense Ministry that indicated U.S. and coalition troops would reposition over the course of the coming days and weeks. The letter concluded by saying, "We respect your surveying decision to order our departure." Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff called the letter a draft and said it was never meant to be made public. He said it was written to notify Iraq officials of the movement of additional U.S. troops, largely from Kuwait, into Iraq. The Pentagon has deployed approximately 3,500 soldiers from the 82nd Airborne Division to Kuwait as a defense measure should Iraq or its proxy forces retaliate against American personnel and interests. Earlier on Monday, U.S. Ambassador to Iraq met with the Iraq Prime Minister, according to his office, about the need to implement the withdrawal of foreign forces in accordance with Parliament decision. The Prime Minister has condemned the strike and called for Parliament to take urgent measures to get foreign militaries out of the country. The leader of Iraq, which the U.S. considered a terrorist organization responsible for the death of hundreds of American troops in Iraq over decades, militantly defended the decision to kill the Iranian general on Monday, saying there was compelling intelligence that he posed an imminent threat to Americans in the Middle East. But as tensions mount between Washington and the country in the aftermath of the strike, the U.S. and NATO have been forced to suspend the fight against ISIS in Iraq. After NATO announced that it was suspending its training mission, the U.S.-led coalition said in a statement on Sunday that it would also pause its ongoing operations against ISIS in Iraq due to the need for personnel to be fully committed to protecting the Iranian base that have been targeted by Iranian backed militant forces attacks, which continued over the weekend. NATO Secretary General said on Monday that while NATO allies expressed their strong support for the fight against ISIS in Iraq, the safety of our personnel is permanent. Forces from NATO countries are collated with U.S. service members on base inside Iraq, which are now at a heightened state of alert given escalating tensions. Approximately 5,000 American troops in Iraq are part of the training mission to assist Iranian sectarian forces in the fight against ISIS, a group that took over large swathes of the country in 2014. A Pentagon report issued last August warned that ISIS was considering its insurgency in Iraq and that Iraq forces lacked the ability to maintain security in territories already cleared but of the terror group north and west of Baghdad. And that does it for this evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another news report. Good night and bye, everyone.